Hello back to you and know where you're watching from. We are a little bit early.
That's okay. We have some great information to share tonight, though.
Yes,
Jen and I have literally been working all day long. We had to get over the holiday hump and get past our Christmas busyness and craziness. But we have been working all day on the retreat, and we're fired up. We're so excited.
I know. We've got a lot of information to share with you tonight. So,
well, hello, Lisa, coming from Texas. Lisa's going to join us in February. I'm so excited.
Let's see.
I'm so excited. Lisa's probably got some questions. Okay, it's still not time yet for us to start. So here's what happened. We went to go live and something was disconnected. So we connected it again. So we just went ahead and went live.
Yeah, it's working now.
Why not? Jen and I love to hang out together anyway. We've been on a Zoom call all day long. So
I'm going to start sharing this live to my groups so that people can see that we are here.
It's a good idea. I need to do that too.
Come on in. Tell us where you're watching from. Miss Lisa.
What part of Texas do you live in, Lisa? I don't know what part of Texas you live in. That's not showing up on my feed somehow.
That's all right. I got you.
Okay. I wanted to do it in my groups too. All right.
All right. You ready? Ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All
8
right.
o'clock. Let's go.
So I'm going to let you start.
Okay. In case you don't know, I'm Elizabeth with Elizabeth Road Studio. I live in Kentucky and I have a mixed media business, glass and resin art and watercolors. And I am here tonight to answer questions and see what kind of things you all want to talk about for our upcoming retreat. Jen and I have been friends for 6 years. I don't know, for a while. Business buddies and real life friends as well. We've hung out together for business and just pleasure on multiple occasions. And we really are excited to bring this retreat to you. We haven't done one in a while. This is our 4th retreat. Is that right?
I think so.
Our 4th retreat together. I think it's my 5th or 6th retreat that I'll be leading. And let me just tell you, we have a ball. We have a lot of repeat customers this time, a lot of repeat attendees. So I think that says a lot, speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're here tonight to tell you all about what's happening. So in February 23rd through 26th, we're hosting Fireside Creative, a winter retreat in Fairhope, Alabama at the Beckwith Retreat Center. It's right on the water. It is a beautiful space. And we've been looking for just the right place for a while now. And this one just jumped out and spoke to us. It was a God thing, the way it all worked out. So anyway, I'll let Jen introduce herself.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I am Ginger LaCour. I am from Louisiana and I am a retired high school math teacher. And after I retired, I started dabbling around in acrylic art. And 8 years later, now I have my own membership and I sell art and I do a lot of acrylic paintings. I've been doing it I started my membership in 2020. So we have been painting a new painting every week together live in my membership for for 6 years now. So we have over 400 painting tutorials in the membership, and we just keep having fun and doing lots of fun things in there. So that's where I come from. My husband, Michael LaCour, is going to be with us on the retreat. He is a mental health counselor and a crisis responder for veterans. And he does a lot of Bible studies. And so he is going to be having like a little devotional during the retreat as well. One of the things that connected Elizabeth and I together, not only was, of course, our online art presence, we found each other from being online, But once we actually met in person and our husbands met each other, they fell in love with one another even more than Elizabeth and I were in love with one another. And so it's just one of those just connections that we just really meshed really well together. So we made a really close bonding friendship with all four of us, which has really made it, a really great experience. So yeah, I think that's the main thing about me. Is there anything else I need to know?
I think you got it. So we have already started signups. We started signups back a little bit before Christmas, and we've got a few spots left, not a ton, but a few. So we wanted to share a lot of information about that tonight. And also for those of you that have already signed up, and I see a lot of your names that have, Marcy from Montana, and a lot of you all have, Lisa and Laura, a lot of you all have already signed up, which is so exciting. We're so excited to share this with you. But you all have questions too. So we thought answering the questions from the people that had already signed up and answering questions from people that are waiting to sign up and haven't quite registered yet would be a great way to do it. So we're going to start. Jen put together a slideshow for us because she's a teacher at heart. And I appreciate that so much, because that is organization is not my best skill, but Jen knows how to do it. So I'll let you take it from here, Jen. Well, Cassie's joining from Fairhope. That's awesome. Hi, we're coming to see you.
Hi, Cassie. Hi, Cindy. We're glad you're here. So, of course, we have a little slideshow here, basically just a presentation on the main key topics that we wanted to discuss with y'all, because ever since we started discussing this and putting it out to the public, we've gotten a lot of questions. And so we are here tonight because we have finally gotten everything all lined up exactly like we know it's going to go. We've gotten over the Christmas family gatherings. We were trying to meet together in between all of that and all of the holidays, and we just needed some time to get a focus, and we finally have it. So we think this is going to be a really, really informative evening for you if you have any questions. Our key topics that we're going to discuss is a detailed schedule of events, what we will be creating, what materials we will be providing that comes with your registration, and what we would ask you to bring with you. Okay, so Elizabeth is going to talk about our schedule for each individual day.
So you can arrive on Monday or you can arrive on Sunday evening, and we'll talk about that in a minute, because some people would like to come in a day early, and we've got a provision for that. But just our schedule, we're going to check in at around 3:00 on Monday, and we'll do a little meet and greet after you get checked into your hotel room, which is on site. We'll call it a hotel room because I think there were some questions about that as well. It is just very much like a hotel room. You have your private bathroom, your private bedroom, unless you choose to do a shared bedroom, which is in the registration. But it's very much like a hotel room. We'll have a meet and greet from 4:30 to 5:30, and that's where you'll get your swag bags and your supplies and a schedule. We'll have a printed out schedule for you. And then at 6:00, we'll all have dinner together. The chefs at Beckwith are fantastic. They came very, very highly praised, and I've heard from multiple people how good the food is. So then we'll have dinner together, and then after dinner we're going to have a bonfire at 7, and it'll be really close to the building, so it's not like you have to walk far in the dark. We're very cognizant of varying ages and abilities and mobility issues, so it'll be close to the building. We've kind of got to map out where it's going to be. So that is that's kind of our first day right there. If you want to hang out after the bonfire, we will leave plenty of room and space for all of us to hang out together and get to know each other a little bit better. Then on Tuesday morning, we'll get up 7 a.m. Jen is going to lead a nature walk, which is completely optional. We've talked to the camp director, and he said that the walk is very flat because it's a very flat area right there by the Gulf of Mexico, or right there on the water, on the bay. And the walk, what did he say? There were 3 different paths we could take. You can link them all together. He said it's a very much a walking path. So no stress about that. Then we'll have breakfast all together at 8 a.m. again with our wonderful chef at Beckwith. And then from 9 to 12, Jen and I love to do collaborative projects. If you've been around for a while, you know how much we enjoy having Jen do the painting part of a project, and then I come over and teach the glass and resin part of the project. So we decided we would open the retreat with a collaborative project just to kind of get your feet wet, just to dip your toes in the water, so to speak. We're not getting in the water, but you know what I mean. So we have put together a really great, fun project. It's a 9 by 12, I think. Is that right? Is that the size
it
of
was
it?
I thought it was 6 by 10.
6 by 10. I'm sorry, 6 by 10.
Okay.
I forget things really quickly sometimes. A 6 by 10 cradled wood board, and it'll be a painting and glass and resin project. Then from noon to 1, we'll have lunch. And then from 1 to 3, I'm going to start teaching my glass collage class. I'm teaching this class different. If you've had a class with me in person before, in Bowling Green, or I've done classes in Texas as well, then you know I kind of teach a class where you get to choose what you want to make. I'm not giving you a project and saying, this is what we're all making. I'm going to have every bin of glass that I own with me, and all of these wonderful sprinkles and confetti and whatever else behind me. And you'll get to go through and kind of pick out what you want to use in your project. You choose the subject, you choose the colors, you choose everything. You can have that as one option. The other option is a design that I will kind of, that I'm going to show you how to do, which would be a floral collage. So you can either do your own project, whatever you want to do, and go through my glass bins and pick out your glass, or you can do something that I'm going to instruct. I will help you either way. I'm going to be there hands-on the whole time. Then from 3 to 6, you can either finish your glass collage if you're not finished. So it depends. Sometimes it takes people an hour to do a glass collage. Sometimes it takes them 5 hours. So we're going to give you plenty of time to either work on your projects or free time to do whatever you'd like. And then from 5:30 to 6, we'll get our first little taste of having Michael lead us in a devotional, which is going to be great. He's focusing on Romans. Is that what he said?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, very exciting. I can't wait to be there for that, but that's completely optional. Then at 6 o'clock, you can go into town for dinner if you'd like. There are some great restaurants in Fairhope. Anybody that lives in Fairhope or has been there knows how wonderful the seafood is and how great the restaurants are. There's a cute little town. So you can go and do that on your own if you'd like, or you're welcome to stay at the retreat center. There will not be dinner served that night, but we have plenty of vehicles there. We'll be able to transport people over to restaurants and back. And don't worry about that. If you don't want to rent a car, you can't, or you're not, if you're flying and you're not driving, we will have plenty of. Jen and I have done this enough times. We know everybody just kind of piles in, and we all get together and we drive back and forth, and it's great. It's no problem at all. Then at 7 o'clock, we're going to have another bonfire. If you notice, bonfires are our nightly ritual. And then at 8 o'clock, I'll be pouring resin, and you're welcome to come and help. You're welcome to do your own. You're welcome just to watch, whatever you want to do. We've got to do the glass projects, my projects that I'm teaching on the first day, so that our resin is dry, so that your artwork can go home with you. So there's our day 2, right? Day 2, day 1, day 2.
Yes.
1.5. All right. And then for our next day, do we want to go to the next day?
Okay.
We're going to have, you want to go over this day, Jen?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So on Wednesday, which is our second full day of projects, again, we're going to provide you, they have a cafeteria there on the grounds. So it's basically like a little place for us to gather and eat together. And they are preparing food for our group. So it's going to be a very intimate experience with just us, is basically the way that we understand it going to be. At 8 o'clock, they will have a full breakfast. It's not just donuts and coffee. I asked about that.
Yeah, it's a full breakfast. They're really good food. It's really good food.
I'm not a
We are the only group there during this time. We are the only group. So
exactly. Yes. Very good point there. I'm a bacon and eggs type breakfast person, so I wanted to make sure that they were going to have that type of breakfast. So we have breakfast from 9 to 12. We are going to be painting with me. And we're going to be using a 12 by 16 canvas panel, which will be provided for you. You do not have to bring this. And I just wanted to show you, I'm going to make my screen big again so I can show you really quick. This is what your final project is going to look like. Not the painting. I'm not talking about the painting. I'm talking about the materials that are going to be used. This is a canvas panel. It's thin. Okay. And my husband makes these frames. I know it's kind of blurry, but everybody's going to be getting one of these frames to frame your piece. So you're going to walk away with a finished piece. Our focus is going to be on, let me see if I can get the screen back. I don't think I can get the screen back like it was. I don't know how anyway. Let's see. Maybe this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's going to be a landscape. The landscape painting, you're going to have options for the landscape painting. They're all going to have a very similar theme. And my theme is a lot of my paintings. If you've looked at my stuff, a lot of my stuff, my focus and my techniques are, we focus a lot on rustic decor. So I'll give you some little snippets of things that we're going to choose from. I want to focus on a barn landscape. So something like this, something maybe like this. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I am actually going to give you, I'm going to give you like 5 or 6 different options, but they're all going to have the same focus. Okay. We're going to do that from 9 to 12. Then we're going to have lunch. All right. And then from 1 to 3, Elizabeth is going to teach us a watercolor class that I'm looking forward to. So we're going to have that from 1 to 3. And then from 3 to 6, basically the 3 o'clock time is kind of like you have a lot of flexibility after 3 o'clock. You can stay in and work on your projects. Maybe you didn't get to finish. You may want to go into town. You might want to go on a walk, something like that. Whatever you want to do, you have a lot of flexibility there, but it's definitely probably going to be I would think a lot of time would be spent finishing up your projects, whatever it is that you're working on. During that time, you can take a break. And then from 5:30 to 6, Michael is going to have a devotional in the surrounding areas. And then at 6 o'clock, we are providing dinner this night. And then 7 o'clock, the bonfire, which now you know why we called it Fireside Creative.
Exactly.
We're going to have a fire every night.
Yeah, exactly.
And then on Thursday, it's basically just a wrap up. We will serve breakfast again before you leave. And then at 9 o'clock, we will have a farewell where you can pick up all of your items. We can take pictures. And we can just really look at all the things that we've done and really share what we've all done and learned and get phone numbers and all that kind of stuff with all of our new friends that we made.
That's right.
All right. So this is just kind of like a recap of what we just said for you. And it basically just tells you what exactly are you going to be creating? What are you going to have to bring home with you once you're done? So you're going to have a swag bag. You're going to have acrylic paints. You're going to have your surfaces that are finished, a 6x10 cradle board of the collab project, a 12 by 18.
This size. 6x10 is about this size.
Yeah. A 12 by 18 glass and resin piece from Elizabeth, and she'll show you what that size looks like.
So this is not one of the boards we'll be using, but it's approximately this size. Yeah. And Sean builds my boards using reclaimed wood. So they will be hand-built, handmade boards. Sean and Michael are very, very creative and possibly competitive, because I told Sean that Michael was making frames and he said, do I need to frame mine? So we'll see what happens. But 12 by 18 board, that size. And then this is a 12 by 16 canvas.
Yes. And that's what this one is too.
That's right. You have one. Yep.
This is a 12 by 16 canvas, which is what we're going to be using. But once you put it on the frame, it makes it about like 14 by 18. So it makes it a little bit bigger. All right. And then,
And then
8x10 watercolor piece, no bigger than 8x10. You're going to get the watercolor paper to go with that. And yeah, that's what you're going to get. So what, you want to take this one?
yeah.
Elizabeth?
So what's included? Oh my gosh, you're going to have so many goodies. All of your supplies for all of your projects are included. You're going to have acrylic paints, your paintbrushes, your watercolor sets and brushes, your glass and resin, and all of the boards for each project. You also get a free long sleeve t-shirt with the retreat logo on it. Ah, there we go. And whatever other goodies we can pack in your bag. If you are worried about getting these pieces home, please know that I ship artwork all over the world. I've shipped to many countries and at least to every state, I think, except for one, and I can't remember which one it is. Idaho, maybe. Anyway, I've shipped artwork everywhere. And when I tell you, I am confident that all of your finished pieces together would not cost more than $15 to $20 to ship. I'm certain of it. I'm bringing packing supplies with me, and I'm bringing all the things that I need in order to ship your projects. If you don't have room in your suitcase, or if you don't want to put it in your suitcase, I have lots of tricks and tips to get them home to you. So don't worry about that. Don't let that be an impedance to your registering, because we'll figure out how to get it home to you, and it'll get home safe and sound.
So this is what we've been getting a lot of questions about. What do I need to bring? And here's some of the things that we've come up with that we think would possibly make your experience a little more enjoyable that we are not providing. One is glass nippers. If you have your own, it would help tremendously if you bring your own. I know Elizabeth has some that you
I'll have enough. I just know, there are some, I'll show you the difference. If you have them, these are really nice. These are about $100. These are about $15. They both work. I used these for 8 years before I bought these. So okay. I'll have these, and I'll bring these too if you need them. But okay. I only have like one pair of these, but I'll bring plenty of these for everybody. But if you have your own favorite ones with them, I know a lot of people do, you can bring those if you want.
Okay, that's good to know.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
We ask you to bring some type of apron or old shirt to put on top of your clothes, because we're going to be using paints, and you know how I am.
I do too.
Especially all my arms right here, especially on my arms. Yeah. If you're interested in going on the walk, it's going to be a really light hike, maybe a mile and a half, nothing major. And we just ask you to bring tennis shoes if you want to do that. And it's an easy walk. It's flat land. There's nothing but, he said, maybe a couple of tree roots that you have to walk over on the trail. If you are interested in going to the devotional with Michael, you may want to bring your Bible, because he will be using the Bible to reference his devotionals. And any optional items that you may want. One that I was thinking was, if during that 3 o'clock time, when you have your free time from 3 to 6, you may want to bring your own easel, like a whole standing easel that you can bring outside, because they have a big porch, an outside porch where they have rockers and swings that look out on the water. On the lake, and you may want to bring your pieces out there to continue your work out there instead of being in the building. And where it's all like in the same area. So you have this building, and then all around it are windows, and there's a big outdoor porch that you can go out on. They have picnic tables out there as well. So you may want to bring like a
picnic table and paint. Yeah.
Yeah. You may want to bring like a tabletop easel or a full standing easel if it's a convenient thing for you to do. That's totally up to you, but that is something that, that is an option for you as well. What else? Let's see what else we have here. Other info that we've been asked about was, am I going to have to stand for a long period of time? No. Every spot is going to be, it's not going to be a standing artist retreat. I know you've seen those before. You're going to have like a classroom setting. We're going to have tables set up where you're going to have a seat and you're going to have a big area, like a desk area to work from. We've already talked about the lodging rooms. They were asking if it was shared bathrooms and if we have to bring linens, all of that. No, you don't have to bring your own linens. They have soap, shampoo. I mean, of course, if you want your own soap and shampoo, you can bring that. They provide towels. They provide anything that a hotel room would provide for you. There are no pets allowed. I know that was asked. No pets on the grounds. And we already talked about the flexible schedule from 3 to 6. You kind of have time to do what you would like to do at that time. Yep. All right. And these are just some inspirational quotes that I put in here. If you were thinking about it, creativity is more fun when you work together. We'd love to know if any of you in the comments have ever been on a creative retreat, and we'd love to know what kind of experience you had, positive experiences that you had that may have helped you in your creative journey. Did you learn from other people? Did you feel like you were lifted up and encouraged? Because I know that's what ends up happening when you join these things. Also, it's an opportunity to explore nature. You're going to step out in your comfort zone. There's a huge pier that you can walk out on in the evenings, out on the water, on the bay. It's a really, really beautiful area. You can take in your surroundings, make new memories. It's just going to be a very, very awesome experience. We want to encourage you to embrace your challenges. Push yourself to try something that maybe you've never done. We've had a lot of questions about, do I need to have experience? No, you do not have to have experience. This will help you gain your confidence and you'll be able to develop so many new skills. I know I learn a lot of new skills when I go on these as well. And they're just super fun, super, super fun. So we just want to encourage you to believe in yourself, have faith in your abilities, and don't not come because you're afraid that you don't have enough skills to do what we're asking you to do. We will be there with you every step of the way, and we will guide you step by step in this process. So don't feel overwhelmed at all. Please don't feel overwhelmed at all. And the last thing I have on our little presentation here is if we have any additional questions, we'd like to address them now. And I know one of them we had was this. Can my niece sign up for the retreat? Yes, you do not have to be a member of our groups to come on this retreat. This retreat is open for anyone. It does not matter if you're a member or not. So you can also bring your spouse. And you can sign up for the actual workshops, but if your spouse does not want to participate in the workshops, but would like to have dinners with us, have the dinners and the breakfast and the lunch and the Bible study, everything that's not the art part,
the bonfire.
They can still come to all of that. The bonfire, yeah, they can still come to all of that. There is an option to bring a guest that is not a part of the workshops, and they just have to pay for the room and board, but they could stay with you as well. So that is an option as well.
We also have another option. If you don't want to stay on site, you can stay at a nearby RV park. People bring their campers to this area a lot, especially the snowbirds in the winter, or an Airbnb off property, and you can stay there and just do a day option where you have just the classes and just the meals with us, and then you go to your own place for dinner. I mean, for sleeping.
These are great questions. Approximately how many will attend? We have availability for around 40, and we're getting close to that amount. So we're looking at
We had a
anywhere
few more join today, so I don't know exactly what the number is up to, but we're getting close. So
between 30 and 40 is what it looks like. We don't have an exact number right now, so we can't really answer that. Yes, Miss Linda, traceables will be provided for
yes.
all of your pieces. And even if there's something that you want to do that we can kind of help sketch out for you, and then we can even show you how to make a traceable. And we're thinking about even bringing a printer if you need to print it out. We haven't discussed that really specific right there, but yes, we will have traceables. Miss Rose says she wants somebody to come with her. Well, I know of someone who is looking for a roommate.
Yep.
Maybe we also have a Facebook group for everyone who has registered already. So once you get in the Facebook group, if you need a roommate and you're working on that, or maybe y'all can message each other, and even from this live here, maybe someone can message you.
I know for a fact I can name 3 people right now that I know are coming by themselves. They're not going to know anybody else there. So if that makes you feel any better, at least 3. I mean, I just know personally of 3 people that have signed up that I know are coming by themselves. They will know no one else at the retreat. And the first retreat that I went on, it was that situation. I knew I didn't even know one other person. I just went. So be bold. Be bold. I know that's not for everybody. My husband probably wouldn't do something like that, but I would, I know it's not for everybody, but
I wouldn't have done that in my earlier years, but I think I would do that now.
Yeah. But we'll be there. Jen and I will be there.
Here's a sneak peek of our, that's not what I want to share. Here's a sneak peek of our reference photo for our collab project, by the way.
Oh, yay, Laura. Awesome. Now I know 4 people that are coming to meet friends and get to know other creative people. I'm so excited.
Yay.
Yay, Laura.
We are so excited. We spent a lot of time over the last couple of days really honing in on exactly what our vision is for the whole 4 days. And we really feel great about what we have to offer all of you. And we hope you come and enjoy and join us. Oh, and I want to show you one more picture. We may or may not do the frame. I showed you this frame like this, but I'm going to give you an option. Like this is just a wood frame. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm going to make myself bigger. This is just a wood frame, but I may also teach you how to do the distressed rustic frame as well. And then you can make the decision on whether you want the white distress or if you just want the wood for your frame.
You might want to wait till you get your painting done too, because we'll have all that free time that you can play around with techniques and things. So
yes. Cindy says she's excited about meeting everyone. Oh, this is a great question. Miss Kay says, does she need to wear eyewear?
If you have protective eyewear that you prefer, go ahead and bring it. Otherwise, I have plenty of plastic safety glasses that I always bring to my classes. So, because when you're cutting glass, if the pieces were already cut, it's one thing. But if you're cutting glass, sometimes, you just feel safer wearing protective glasses. So I will have them there. So that's up to you if you want to bring your own. Because mine are cheap, like the kind you get for a lab class or something. So,
yeah. Okay, well, I think we checked all the boxes. Oh, I know somebody else had a question that I saw earlier. That someone that signed up asked, like, is there any special attire? No special attire. We're going to be painting. We're going to be cutting glass. We're going to be sitting out by a bonfire. We're going to be walking. One night, you may want to go into town and do a little bit, after the 3 o'clock time, you may want to go into town and do a little bit of shopping or go to dinner. So that would be up to you on what you want to wear for that. So,
and we will have access to the meeting space where our painting, and I know we've got some night owls in the group and we've got some early birds. Some people do their best work after 10 p.m. Listen, I understand. I understand. So we will have access to this room for you to paint and continue to work on whatever you want to the whole time we're there. So if you like to stay up late, then I had another question. I forgot about this one, Jen. Someone said, my friend that's coming with me, I'm not going to name any names, but she said she's got to have her glass of wine at night. You are welcome to bring wine. You are welcome to bring you are welcome to bring alcohol. You are welcome to bring wine. That is entirely up to you. So
Yes.
Please feel free to do so.
Mm-hmm. We'll be monitoring you all.
We'll let Jen monitor. I'm not going to monitor anybody. Kay asked, can you estimate the size of the grounds for hiking and photography? Oh, they're pretty big. Let me see if I can.
The acreage, it looks pretty big. It's called Beckwith. I could put the link in.
Let me see if I can find 82 acres on Mobile Bay.
There you go. Oh, that's big.
So they can host groups up to 200 people. So it's a pretty big place. Like I said, we're going to be the only group there at this time. There's a group that comes in before and a group that comes in after. Oh, that's what I wanted to address. So if you want to arrive a day early just to kind of get settled, if you're flying, we have one lady flying in from California. She wants to come in a day early. She wants to stay a day later because she doesn't want to fly home late. I totally get that. You can add another night before for $50. No meals will be included, but you can add that night for $50 and you can add a night onto the end for $50. You can do both for $100. So either, whichever night, or if you need both, $50 a night.
Yeah.
No food will be included. You can check in after 4 p.m. on Sunday night, or you have to check out by 8. Is it 8 a.m.? 9 a.m. Okay. On Friday morning, because they have a group that's doing the weekend and a group that's doing the next weekend. So we're sandwiched in between those groups.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, there is access to the water. Absolutely. They have a pier, they have boats, they have all kinds of activities. And if we want, we're trying to figure, the weather, you never know. It could be 80 degrees. It's been 80 degrees in Kentucky in February. So I know it could be 80. It could be 60 or 50. So depending on the weather, you may want to think about that. But they do have fishing.
We're actually on the water. It's
right. It is on the water.
It's the bay right there, and they have a pier and all of that. I remember looking up the weather at the time we're going to be there, and the average temperature is like in the 60s during the day, like mid 60s during the day.
Sounds glorious.
Yeah. Yeah. So great questions, y'all. I think
these are great.
I think we nailed it.
I think we've answered everything.
Yeah.
I will add, if you want to add on the day before or the day after, Ben is our contact. Just send a message to me or Jen, and we will get you in touch with him so that you can make sure that you're added on to that, because they do need to know that information by February 1st if you're going to add on a night before or a night after.
Yeah, that's great. I didn't think about that. So where's the link to join? That would probably be a good thing to share.
That's a great question. Yeah, I agree with you, Cindy. This year it may be warmer if the winter's any indication. You're closer down there. Well, you and Jen are way more south than I am, so you probably know better than I do. But
I'm trying to get the link. I'm going to copy and paste it and put it in the comments. So
we had another question about cancellation. If you join and you have to cancel, as long as you contact us before February 3rd, so it's got to be 2 weeks. 2 weeks before.
So 23rd would be 2 weeks before the 9th.
23. Yes, the 9th, before February 9th. You'll receive a refund less $150 for a non-refundable fee that Beckwith charges. Jen and I aren't charging a fee, but they have to, because of the food and the way the people that they have to have on staff for everything. So their fee is $150. So you would receive your full refund minus $150.
And then up to 14 days before the retreat, there is no refund.
Right. But it is transferable. So if you found someone else to take your place or something like that, we're completely fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you had a good, I forgot, I wanted to say something else, but I forgot what it was. I think we've covered just about everything.
I wrote down a lot of stuff.
So I know the link that I put, let's see where it went, the banner. Oh, I have it set to go off after 10 seconds. The banner, it's just jensdenart.com/fireside creative, or you can just go to jensdenart.com and it will actually, it's on my website. Like you'll see it on my homepage, and I have it advertised on my website under jensdenart.com. So you don't have to know the slash part. Trying to turn that timer off, but it don't know. So yeah, I think show for 10 seconds. There we go.
Anybody have any other questions before we hop off of here? Please, you're more than welcome to message either one of us anytime. Just shoot us a message and ask, and we will get back with you as soon as we can.
And registration is open until we fill up, which we are over halfway full. We don't have many spots left. So yeah, I think that's about it.
All right. Those of you that have already registered, we are so excited. Check your email, because Jen sent an email today to get you in that Facebook group so we can start the conversation. We've got so many things to share with you in there. So
yes. We want to thank you for being here tonight with us. And hey, share this with your friends. Talk to your friends. Get them to come with you. It's going to be a great experience. You do not have to stay on site. They do have hotel rooms on site for us, but you can also just come to the art part and you can stay off site. I want to say there's somebody doing that. They rented an Airbnb and then they're only coming in for the art pieces. So.
And our friend on here that lives in Fairhope, she can just pop over for the classes. That'll be so fun. So,
all right, guys. Elizabeth, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jen.
Had fun tonight. We will see you guys another time, hopefully in Fairhope, Alabama, in about 6 weeks.
See you soon.
Bye, everyone.